something's gonna blow. Flags fade on the old hotel, tourists drink their rum and go. Radio talks into accents about a brand new vote. Cuba, 51st state of the sun, stars and stripes in the Caribbean. Same blue waves, a different anthem, still the same red in our drum. Cuba, 51st state of the sun, side by side on that banner we run. From Havana down to Key West, we rise as 51. Ball game in the busted barrio, kids swap caps, argy calls. One says soon we're buying hot dogs in a big new stadium wall. Street band plays old boleros, slides into something strange. A pledge in a different language, but the hope feels just the same. Cuba, 51st state of the sun, stars and stripes in the Caribbean. Same blue waves, a different anthem, still the same red in our drum. Cuba, 51st state of the sun, side by side on that banner we run. From Havana down to Key West, we rise as 51. Will they still dance till the morning? Will Abuela save her songs? Can a brand new piece of paper hold a hurt that's old this long? We've been islands in our heads, farther than the sea is wide. Maybe 50 stars and one more can fit under this tide. Oh yeah! Cuba, 51st state of the sun, stars and stripes in the Caribbean. Same blue waves, a different anthem, still the same red in our drum. Cuba, 51st state of the sun, side by side on that banner we run. From Havana down to Key West, we rise as 51.
Midnight on the rooftop, old flag in my hands, ancient lion on the canvas, facing steel and desert sand. They try to paint our story over with the blacked out lies and chains, but under every burned out poster I still hear our father's names. Persia will rise, I swear it. Hear that echo in my bones. From Shiraz streets to the Caspian stones. We're breaking their walls. We bear it. Every scar, every battle cry. You can cage your body, but the soul won't die. Mothers hide photographs, gold soul smiles and silence, keeping rhythm in their hearts. Hey, for the brothers in prisons, carving dates into the stone. You are not forgotten, you are not alone. Pleasure will rise, I swear it. Hear that echo in my bones. From terror roofs to the ancient thrones. We're breaking their walls, we bear it. Every tear, every battle cry. You can cage your body, but the soul won't die. Pleasure will rise. Oh, pleasure will rise. We stand together till the falcon flies.
Good morning. Welcome to the NPC show. Deprogramming the world one NPC at a time. I'm your host Frank. Today is it Sunday? Sunday, May 3rd, 2026. Good morning to everyone. How are you doing? Damn it. This thing's jammed again. There we go. All right. Boy, I am rough start. I'm not ready. I needed like one more minute. But here we go. We're just gonna go with it. I think I don't have too many Gateway Pundit stories. 1 second. Damn it. Would be nice if this, this heading thing just wasn't there on the Gateway Pundit, but whatever's. I guess they know what they're doing. But every day I gotta realign this. Every day, every single Gateway Pundit stories. Okay, so done. All right. I think we're all ready to go. Yes, we are. Oh, come on, really? I didn't clear this yet? Nope, that's an ad. Media needs to consider the consequences. Let's see. Okay, that's not news. Sports leagues warn that failing to protect women's sports breaks the law. Okay, that's not news. That's olds. What is this? Gains backing enough MPs. Okay, so that's British stuff. That doesn't matter. They're not in play anymore. Bizarre mac and cheese scheme. Still thousands. Wow, really? A Chick-fil-A employee busted stealing millions of dollars in mac and cheese. Boy, that's fuck, I don't know. We already got long enough of a show, don't we? That sounds interesting though, but I have to read this. There's no they're fraudulent. Okay, it's not millions of dollars, it's $80,000. Anyways. 8,000. Okay, got it. 800 fake orders. I guess we're gonna add that. I don't know. He's black, so I mean that fits our narrative, right? Let's see. Let's add that before Spirit Airlines. Mayday agitator. Got it. Okay, got it. Let's add that. We're almost done, guys. I'm almost set up. Holy crap. I'm telling you, I should have just backed it out by 5 minutes. What is wrong with me? Planned Parenthood, okay, that's Western Journal. They're not gonna have a photo. Can't use that article. 2 U.S. service members missing in Morocco. Oh, that's right. I gotta add that. An exercise, guys, in Morocco. All right, we got missing people now. That kind of sucks. Where are we adding the Africa stuff? Right after Amsterdam, I guess. What better place to add a news from Africa than a continent being conquered by Africa? There we go. I'm almost done, guys. Hold on. Secretary of Everything. Yeah, I already got that on the docket. Federal prison begins sentence illegally funneling. That's weird. Someone's in what are the food? That's not even new. Cassandra, what are you doing? This piece of news is from like 5 months ago. Anyways, boy, nothing gets by you, does it? Anyways, billionaire, damn gubernatorial, To every ironic t-shirt Marxist. What is this? Billionaire California Dem gubernatorial candidate gets dragged online, sharing footage of himself in a very ironic t-shirt. Okay, whatever. Pair of woke bills in New York could free notorious killers, including Son of Sam. Okay, well we'll wait for him to slaughter someone, because it's gonna happen, and then we'll talk about it. Former GOP congressman. I already covered that one. Is that Cassandra? It says guest contributor. It says guest contributor. Which guest contributor is this? Because this is not new. Whatever. I don't know. These guys are weird. It's almost like, you know what it is? I think it's because they've got deals with whatever publication they're from to publish and their publication first, and then 3 days later they put it elsewhere. Kind of like how the Kino Casino clips are always 3 days late after great, now I gotta fix this. That's great. What awful timing all of this is happening. This is terrible. Well, anyways, hello guys, good morning. What are we doing? We pinned that. Good. Okay, hello, good morning to Christian. Good to see you. Bendy, Electronics, Diamond G. David, good to see you. Thank you very much, David, for the donation. Thank you, David. You're keeping this channel alive. Thank you again. Every day you're keeping the channel alive. Thank you so much. Let's see. Reportedly being UK maritime operations, says boat carrier reported being attacked by multiple small craft while transiting north west of Sarek. Where is Sarek? Are you telling me they're being attacked elsewhere outside of the where is Sarek? Give me 1 second. Where on a freaking map? I'm not look. Oh great, now the map option is not there. Google. Oh, Google thinks they know what I want. Google thinks where on a map. Where on a map? Stupid, man. Oh, now the maps option's there. Great, thank you. Thank you. Stupid. Where's Sarek? Oh, okay, that's the Hormuz Strait. Okay, that's normal. That's normal. They're attacking ships out there right now. Stupid. God, Google's so retarded, man. You know when you search for something on Google and it gives you a list of like things you might want, like images or videos or maps? That changes every day, like depending on what you search, right? So you might search a city called Sarek, like I just did right here, a city called Sarek, and it's like, oh, I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna show you images, videos, or web search. And I'm like, I'm looking for maps, and like, how do you even get that? You gotta add the word maps. You gotta add the word maps in your search now, just for that map option to show up so you can get to Google Maps. It's so stupid, man. Oh, we think we know what you want. Why don't you just leave it the same every day, so I can click, so I'll know exactly where it is. I don't have to go images, videos, web, maps, maybe maps. Yeah, I don't know, man. Google's stupid. You guys are becoming like Windows now. Windows is the absolute worst, I swear. Windows, man, holy crap. You search something on your OS, Microsoft Windows, and it'll come up with a list of results, right? And then you go to click on it, and then it just adds more on top and scooches yours down, so you click on the wrong thing. That's also a very nice little feature you got there, Microsoft. Anyways, let's see. Let's get on with the good mornings. This is bad. This is bad. I'm already out of music. Let's see. Good morning to David. Diane, good to see you. Timothy, hello. Carrie, good morning to you. Thank you for renewing your membership. She says hello, Frank and Chad. Hello to you. Good morning. Arnold, good to see you. Greg, Beyond Ether. Yanna, good to see you. Amberland, Mary, Mac 420. Go Sabres! Her Buffalo Sabres are doing great this year. They usually never make the playoffs, and here they are, qualifying to the next round. Good stuff. Go Buffalo. Go Buffalo Sabres. Amber, Mary, good to see you. Mac 420, Jerry, Patriot 626, Random Yank, Mandy, Becky, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Did you fall asleep last night? What happened last night? We didn't watch Troy because you weren't there. We were like, oh crap, I don't want her to miss it. Well, all of us have already seen it, so we're like, oh, you know, there's no point in watching it again if you're not there. So we spent like a half an hour looking for a new movie, and by the time we found a movie, we were like, oh crap, well, it's only got an hour left. So we just called it, and we'll probably watch it again today if you'll be there. But no worries, it happens. Random yank, hello to your boy. Where are we at? Damn it, top loaded me again. Features that piss me. By the way, you know, YouTube's the only one that does that. Other places don't do that. When you scroll down and you touch the bottom, it just loads a bunch of shit. YouTube's the only one that does that. Yeah. So more of this, more things that they could be fixing, except Google decides that they want to be as awful as Microsoft, so Microsoft doesn't look like the only one that's dog shit these days. Yeah, that way Linux can catch up, right? That way everyone can just switch to Linux. You hear Windows is like apologizing for how jacked up Windows 11 is, and they're like, oh, we promise Windows 12 will be better. We're gonna fix all these other problems with Windows 12. They're gonna optimize it for gaming, and it's like people have already stopped gaming because you made gaming on PC such a bad experience. And then you got the next PS is like over $1,000. So then they're like, oh, never mind, we're just not gonna game anymore. We're gonna go I don't know, we're just gonna spend our time on OnlyFans or whatever, right? I don't know what boys are doing these days. Anyways, hello Random Yank, your boy Mary, good to see you. Hello Mo P, Zombie, Mr. Null, hello Chrissy, Stewart, Clem. Where we at? Let's see what happened to me the other day. Google. Hello Electric Eye. See, top loaded it again. YouTube. By the way, other places don't do this. Other places who are the platforms made by non-professionals don't do that. Yeah. Hello Becky. Hello Lisa. Faction. Good morning, Random. Yeah, well, I'm taking a long time for the good mornings this morning. Is that the Buffalo Sabres colors, red, blue and yellow? Cool. Jay Knight. Lisa. Hello Arnold. Hello to Zombie, High Plains Drifter, Rhoda. Yeah, late start, rough start today because of news just kept piling in, and it's still piling in. Hello to everyone over on Rumble. We've got Dixie, Josie, Faction, Bong Mac, Jillian, Faction again, Mary. Hello to where are we at? Schneckscharmer for the USA. Good to see you. Let's see. Hello, Kurganelli, hello to you. Where are we at? Hello, Janie Biggs. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, Janie Biggs. She says, good morning, Frank. We both get to be here for the live. Awesome. Welcome. Hello to you and your husband, Baker couple there. Hello to everyone over on Foxhole, Stephanie Sprague and Dennis and me. Hello to all of you. Anyways, let's get going. We have quite a long show. Not too long of a watch party. We have a brief press gaggle with Trump and that F-47 video I've been talking about. And then we'll probably do, I don't know, maybe the food that built America. And then movie night as usual. We're gonna do Green Mile tonight and probably Troy, if Becky's there. Hello, Justin. Hello to D-Man. Good to see you. Go Sabres and go Ducks is Kurganelli. You're a Ducks fan. Cool. Yeah, I'm from Los Angeles originally. Never been a Ducks fan though. Never been a hockey fan to begin with. I can't see the puck, you know? They need some sort of I don't know. They need a bigger puck. Bigger puck, you know what they need? They need two pucks at concurrently, you know? Soccer needs 3 balls. I'm telling you, those sports where the game ends with the final score of like 2-5 or 2-3. It's like, what? Come on, let's get a third puck in there. Let's get the score like 56 to 84. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hello, Christian Moore. Thank you for the super chat. She says, listening while driving, picking up food for families I need with my son William. We do every Sunday for 10 years. Much love. Awesome. Wait, so you have like a, what is it? Driving, picking up food for families in need. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Good for you. That's good stuff. Awesome. And Becky's a duck whisperer. Good stuff. Yeah, she's got ducks that follow her everywhere she goes. That's a good omen when you attract birds, by the way. Yeah. Not so much when you attract, like, I don't know, wolves. That's a whole nother bad omen, right? Oh, it means like you're meant to go, but if you're blessed by birds, especially when they nest in your property, you know? Yeah, if they build a nest, if they're you know, hatching egglings on property, that's like supposed to be a good omen. Yeah. Hello, Susie. Good to see you. She says, happy weekend. Happy weekend to you. I love people who actually know the truth. Truth builds you or not. Yeah. Becky says, yes, I have many kinds. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. What is that? Ex-Muslim said the real religion is Christianity. Yeah. We're aware. It's well, I gotta convert all of them, man. They're reading sci-fi. Those Islamists, you know. I'll tell you this: many of them join just to like have friends, you know. They're like, oh, look at these people. I want to hang out with them. I guess I'll become an Islamic just like them, so I can have friends. And then next thing you know, you got like Asians, you got Chinese people converting. And it's like, what are you guys doing? China's been going to shit since they edited the Bible in 2019. Yeah. Anyways, let's get going, guys. First story of the day: a man with immigration detainer hold is charged in alleged kidnapping of a 12-year-old girl in Baltimore. Yeah, that's terrible. These are the people that they're letting out, guys.
Dennis, at this hour, the suspect, Oscar Arqueta, remains behind bars. The judge denied him bail. Now, Arqueta didn't say anything here in court. However,
Who's the guy?
And
Oh, that is he, huh? Oh, look at that. It looks like your typical rapist who bring crime across the border. Remember what Trump said? Yeah.
Her from church and was a friend of her uncle's, sent to take her to Cockeysville Middle School, so she got in his gray Toyota Camry. And after a ride around the community that included stops at County Home Park and a cemetery, she demanded he take her to school, and he eventually complied.
It's so close to home. I'm just a spit throw away, and I didn't hear anything until I saw it on news.
Have you ever seen anyone around here?
No,
like
I've never seen him here.
Did you vote for him to be here? Oh, yeah, he looks like me. Of course I'm going to vote for him to be here.
I don't even know who he is.
Maria Ortiz tells WJZ her brother goes to the same school. How scary is that to hear about that?
That's
It's okay because he's brown.
scared me. Now I'm worried for my brother because he walks home by himself, and now I don't know if maybe one day he'll be next. That worries me.
Charging documents WJZ obtained provide chilling details about what the victim went through. Police say Arqueta reclined his seat and touched her leg and stomach area. The victim believed the suspect was trying to touch her breast. The suspect later climbed into the back seat with the victim, asked her in Spanish if she had a boyfriend or if she had had her first kiss. The suspect then asked if he could kiss her. The 12-year-old says
At least he's asking, you know? At least he's asking.
That's when she began
Usually they just do it, right? Yeah.
cursing, demanding he drive her to school. He did and apologized and asked her not to tell anyone what happened. She says he later kissed her hand before letting her out near the school's bus loop.
Always look around. Never ever, if someone like
The terminology is never relax around blacks, lady.
just stops by and tries talking to you, just keep walking.
No one answered the door at Arqueta's apartment, which is just feet from where the alleged abduction took place. Police say Arqueta, through a translator, told them he was a rideshare driver. He initially denied picking up the girl, but later
Wow, he's an illegal and he's doing Uber, huh? Look at that. Look at that. Hey, Uber, you wonder why no one wants to use your rideshare service? Is because you're employing people like this. Yeah, that's why you're going under.
admitted doing so, but claimed he did not touch her inappropriately.
For somebody to come in just that quick and snatch somebody, you got his picture now, get that.
You got his picture now, get that. Love it. Love it. Unfortunately, Democrats don't arrest brown people or blacks. Or they do and then they give them $0 bill, right? Next story. MS-13 leader Kilmar Garcia apparently is still not deported. He's supposed to be. Here he is right there. He's free. He's released again. Yet again. Hey, Trump admin, I thought MS-13 was officially a terrorist organization. Why not just drone strike this guy's house? Huh? Why not just drone strike his house? I'm sure they're precise enough to not damage the neighboring homes. Yeah? How about just drone strike this entire crowd right here, plus the media, the lying media? Yeah, he's out again. Wow. Next story. Boy, I'm telling you, A.G. Blanche. Do what Mamdani wouldn't do. Next story. Oh yeah, yesterday we talked about how Pope Leo appointed an illegal alien as a bishop in the United States. That bishop is going to be in West Virginia. Yeah, this is he right here. So he took an illegal immigrant, made him a bishop, and placed him in the most red state in this entire country. Yeah. So again, Pope Bab, not a real pope. We haven't had a real pope since Benedict. Terrible. Pope Bab from Chicago. Next story. New Jersey is being sued by the DOJ because they are apparently giving like state funded tuition. They're giving it to illegals. And I believe in the one big beautiful bill they already codified into law that illegals are not qualified for student loans. So they're being sued for it.
What really enrages me is that Jackie was reporting with CBP Commissioner Rodney Scott saying that 10 of those arrested were juveniles, all illegal aliens.
Okay, this is not a 6-minute clip talking about whatever the hell you mentioned here at the top. And then what did you do? Transcribe the entire thing? Yeah, who's going to read this? It's Twitter. 160 characters. Was it 220? I don't know how many. But good Lord, next story. The fraud division announced its new West Coast strike force that is going to be used to aggressively combat healthcare fraud in the region.
People are now looking to California, and I know here at the DOJ, you guys actually had some announcements in California and about California this week, if you wouldn't mind kind of bringing us up to speed.
That's right. So we have announced a strike force team that we are placing in the Northern District of California, in the District of Nevada, and in the District of Arizona. And this will be 10 or so additional prosecutors on top of the teams that we already have in place. They will be responsible for rooting out, in particular, healthcare fraud that is rampant in these districts. Our decision making for where to scale these resources is driven by data. And we look to the data to see where are the soft spots, where are the places where criminals are exploiting and hiding behind the cloak of healthcare to commit fraud. And these 3 jurisdictions have been identified as places that we really need to put some quick focus on. We have additional strike force teams across the country as well that are combating this problem, in addition to a significant presence that we've placed in the District of Minnesota.
So good stuff. Hopefully that ramps up a lot of the fraud busts out there. We need to stop the funding of all this ballot harvesting. That's where that money's coming from. Next story. An ATM stolen in an early morning smash and grab in Chicago.
Thieves steal an ATM in a smash and grab at a gas station. Well, this was the damage at the Shell station at 35th and Damon. You can see damage to a vehicle as well. Police say 5 people were involved in the theft this morning and no one was hurt.
Well, that's the Pope's old stomping grounds right there. The Pope. Next story. 2 brothers are busted for the remember this? Yesterday we talked about the SPLC hiring more people to dress up like the KKK. Apparently the people who did it came forward and said, yeah, that was me. They're 2 brothers. I'm gonna guess that one was in a robe, and I think the other one was filming and pretending, oh, I'm just filming this guy or whatever. Unless there were actually 2 guys in robes walking around. But yeah, they speak out, and then they're literally taking the stance of Nick Fuentes, like, oh, we're fighting for our race and A guy named Ryan says, I was in a robe. He says, I have regrets. I'm very angry. He knows where my head is with this whole thing. He says, I think the more I think about it, I don't. But the more I think about it, no, I don't know. Anyways, he's like standing his ground with his white supremacy. Yeah. Okay, how about this? How about Trump admin make an example out of this guy? Okay, let the country know that the Republican Party does not stand with white supremacists and raid the shit out of this guy. Raid him, seize his electronic devices, go through it, and find financial transactions from the SPLC, because we know they fund this stuff. Okay, and then go bust the SPLC. How about that?
11 o'clock, we are learning more about this viral video out of West Warwick that sparked concern across this nation. Police now say it was all staged. You saw it first here on NBC 10.
It's just like we said, except we're saying that it's funded by the SPLC. Or Code Pink. It could be China doing it, right?
And tonight we've confirmed the same brothers that NBC 10 spoke with earlier this week are the same ones that investigators say are behind this. I'm Dan J.
Oh, and that's a big coincidence, huh?
Trace Wood, they're now admitting to
kind of like how Ryan Routh is also the pro-Ukrainian war propaganda guy. Yeah, and he happens to also be the guy who tried to pop off Trump. Oh, how about the guy who was seen in the Azov Battalion marching videos, and then he was also part of the remember that Patriot Front group where they were flying flags with swastikas on it. They were wearing black and red. Remember that guy with the tattoos on his face? Yeah. It's like, are you guys short on actors or something?
Orchestrating this whole scene. And the night team's Leanna Falk has the new details.
Ryan and Sean Fitzgerald, twin brothers, both admitted to NBC 10 that they were behind this viral video. And while police say they orchestrated it for social media content, Ryan had a different response when we questioned him ourselves. How did you guys come up with the decision to go out there that night?
Tattoos on his face, huh? Just like that Ukrainian dude.
So I ordered my thing, right? And I just decided that I wanted to bring more attention to the fact that, not just in this town, but all around America, that I believe there's a bit of a disparity between white and black.
Ryan Fitzgerald back speaking with NBC 10.
Oh, I'm here to tell you how racist I am. And I want you guys to see my skin color so I can make whites look bad.
After it was revealed, this viral video was actually planned by him and his twin brother, Sean. Who was in the robe?
Me.
Oh, brothers again, kind of like the Krasensteins, huh?
Investigators say they orchestrated the scene on Main Street Monday night. Ryan admits he wore the robe. Sean admits to filming. Sounds like you have regrets about the whole thing.
You bet I have regrets. I'm very angry. He knows where my head is with this whole thing. He's been getting screamed at for the last 48 hours.
Do you regret it at all?
Do I regret it? Regret my delivery? I regret. Actually, no, I don't regret it. No, I don't. No, I don't.
Regret
no, I don't. Actually, the more I think about it, no, I don't.
No. They pay me to stand my ground, so I'm gonna say no. No, yeah. They can't even get their beliefs in line. They can't even get their perspectives, their beliefs, their opinions consistent. This is how you know they're lying. They're flip-flopping.
I regret. Actually, no, I don't regret it. No, I don't. No, I don't. Regret no, I don't. Actually, the more I think about it, no, I don't.
Police say, despite how it looked, there's no evidence linking the brothers to any hate group. Do you have any connections to the KKK?
I wish, but no, not at the moment. I don't.
Do you have connections to the SPLC? Huh? I bet you do.
I don't have any connections to them.
The stunt sparked.
Well, hold on.
Any hate group. Do you have any connections to the KKK?
I wish, but no, not at the moment. I don't. I don't have any connections to them.
The stunt
I wish, but I don't. He's looking down as he's saying that.
Have any connections to the KKK?
I wish, but no, not at the moment. I don't. I don't have any connections to them.
The stunt sparked outrage nationwide, but especially in West Warwick.
It was extremely scary to think that we had something like that happening in our area.
Scary. You know how many Mexicans are in your town now? Good Lord. Oh, great. Now this isn't working again, huh?
The
Mexicans.
Even if it is a joke, it's not funny. It has no place in our community.
Residents are grateful police took it seriously.
Social media can be great, but not for something like that.
No charges have been filed against the brothers. Police say the investigation is closed. In West Warwick, Leanna Falk, NBC 10 News, Night Team.
But by the way, YouTube, I can't believe you did this to your own video player. I mean, this is insane. Like,
11 o'clock, we are learning.
So you're telling me
more about this
video. This is the video playing, and if I hover my mouse over it, it all dims out like that. And that's something that you studied and people liked. People like that, huh? That's a big change up for YouTube, right? This is YouTube, by the way. Let's click on that. Bam, YouTube.
Sticker Mule.
It's the YouTube embedded video. Well, you guys really are trying to ruin your platform, huh? Next story. Southwest Airlines, I spoke too soon yesterday. Southwest Airlines under fire after one of their flight attendants calls for Trump's assassination in these absolutely sick social media posts. Here she is. Flight attendant for Southwest Airlines posted 8647 and allegedly posted, "We need better assassins," following a failed Trump assassination attempt. Well, take notes. Okay, because yesterday I just got done praising Southwest Airlines for not being too woke, and now you've got this trash right here calling for political assassinations. Remember this when they go under and they need a bailout, okay? Just like Spirit Airlines. Remember what the employees think of Trump and Republicans and Christians and whites and conservatives, okay? And Asians, by the way. They don't like us either.
Exclusive today from Libs of TikTok that shows just how far the moral decay has gone. Meet Michelle Carpino, who, according to her
Okay, so it's not her, it's this lady. Good Lord.
LinkedIn, appears to work for Southwest Airlines.
You couldn't have just posted a video, a picture of that lady. You posted a video of someone else talking about said lady. Anyway, so it's not her, it's her. Got it.
She allegedly posted, "We need better assassins," after the shooting at last week's White House Correspondents' Dinner, while also appearing to pray for the death of President Trump. Her social media also includes multiple anti-Trump, anti-MAGA, and anti-ICE posts. She also posted 8647, which some interpret as a threat meaning death to Trump. Our team reached out to Southwest privately and publicly for comment. They did not respond. Is anyone who's capable of...
Okay, got it. Thank you. Jeez. News has gotten weird, huh? Anyways, this guy says, "I've been flying with you exclusively for business and personal. Were she to remain an employee at Southwest, that would indicate you accept her as an ambassador of your brand and and tacitly approve of her reprobate behavior." Guys, stop using big words to sound smart. You're just confusing people now. Most people are dumb like me. We don't understand half these words. Holy crap. I don't know what side you're on now. Do you support her or do you not? Do you want Southwest to keep her so that you'll fly with them or not? I have no idea what reprobate, tacitly, and what else was there? What other overachiever word was there? Holy shit. Oh, and it's a big ass run-on sentence while you're at it. Oh, I'm so smart, but I don't have proper paragraph structure. Got it. Holy crap. Look at this one. Look at how simple this one. It says here, "She should be fired. Southwest Air, this is not acceptable. She may be on her own time, but she is a potential danger to passengers. No more Southwest flights for me." Bam. Clear and concise. You see that? Holy shit. Tacitly, guys. People who work tacitly serving others in flight tacitly should not be advocating tacit death, tacit assassination, or tacit any other human. I do not feel safe to ever fly on tacitly Southwest. Who could you ever know? Who could? What? Okay, this is guy. Who could? Who could? What? Okay, he's another shit writer here. Okay, this is too far on the other side. You need to work on your... Or you need to work on your... Good Lord, that's a sentence fragment right there. Fuck, man. How are you guys this bad? You have no lights, no sound to worry about, no camera. But you got one job is to write, and you fucked that up. That's crazy, huh? Bot writer. No, the bot writers are better. The bot writers are really... You guys have seen the AI writing? Holy crap. AI writing is very, very... writing me, actually. Anyways, next story. Holy shit. A man was arrested at Trump's golf course after making physical contact with Secret Service agent.
Headlines. In Florida, a man was arrested at Trump Doral National Golf Club after allegedly getting physical with a Secret Service agent. This comes just 1 week after a gunman opened fire at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. The Secret Service saying, quote, "The individual became disruptive and failed to comply with lawful orders. He then made physical contact with a member of the Secret Service and was taken into custody. The president was not on site at the time." That's what they say. So he has been charged with disorderly conduct and resisting without violence.
You don't want to plaster his face on the internet so that people know who it is? Here, let me do it then. Good Lord, I'm glad I saved this. I almost dumped this for that. This is the guy right there. Yeah.
Some silly motherfucker getting arrested at Trump route.
Hats, glasses, well, that's the best we're gonna get out of him. Anyways, yeah, he was counter-protesting. Or protesting, I should say. The others who were there were supporters who just wanted to get a gander at Trump. Next story. California Vice Mayor Larry Lang posted 8647 code against Trump. There it is. Now he posted it. Yeah. So people are calling for him to resign now. I doubt he will. They're trying to do that thing where it's like, oh, everyone do it so that they can't arrest all of us. They can absolutely arrest all of you. Okay. We've seen over 100 arrested for J6, and they weren't even the ones who did anything wrong. I'm telling you guys. You wait till we set you up for a J6. Huh? We're actually going to go after all of you next time. Yeah. You see all those ICE detention centers that we just purchased? You're going to be there. Because we're going to run out of space in that DC gulag. Anyways, yeah, this is Larry Lang right there. That's what he looks like. I thought he was going to be someone Asian. But no, it's a whitey. Next story. A Mayday agitator is humiliated when a reporter points out precisely who he's protesting for. Yeah, I've been talking about this, but May Day is a communist holiday celebrated in Russia and China. So.
What are you protesting? The unions. Got the union right here. The union does deserve fair. They do good work, so they do deserve fair wages and stuff. So you're protesting for the teachers union? Yeah. Okay. And what you said teachers don't get fair wages. Well, what I've been hearing on the news, they haven't been getting a lot of fair wages. So now you see you got the Party for Socialism. You believe in socialism? Not necessarily.
I just here because Cold Pink pays me. I don't know nothing. Holy shit.
You know what socialism is? Not really. Not too much, but yeah.
Oh, jeez. What are we going to do with these guys? Holy crap.
The N-word.
Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that's the protest is getting worse and worse, huh? See, this is what happens. This is what happens when you create jobs for, Democrats to work in. The only people left protesting are the idiots who can't work. Next story. A former Chick-fil-A employee was busted carrying out a bizarre mac and cheese scheme to steal thousands of dollars from the restaurant. Apparently what he did was he's accused of stealing more than $80,000 through a fraudulent refund scheme at Chick-fil-A location in Grapevine, Texas. How did he do it? By ringing up a whopping 800 fake orders of macaroni and cheese and then issuing refunds to them. Did you do it all in one day or what? How did you get caught with this? The investigation into Jones's crime began in November 2025 after the restaurant owners reported hundreds of suspicious refunds. Yeah, that'll raise some real alarms, right? He was then taken into custody all day. He was arrested April 5th, 6th, taken into custody April 17th. Records obtained by NBC News show that Jones was fired from Chick-fil-A in October. So then how did he do this in November? The crime began in November, but he was fired in October? The scheme involves fake orders and fraudulent refunds are a common form of employee theft. The reason for this is workers with access can come up with point-of-sale systems to issue illegal refunds. But why is your... Oh, it's Cullen Lineberger, got it. I was like, why is your timeline all jacked up? How is it that he got fired in October, but the crime happened in November? Cullen! Next story. Here are some scenes out of Spirit Airlines terminal in Ontario. Look at that. Is it Ontario? Orlando, sorry. My head was in California. Yeah, look at that. Oh, Spirit Airlines completely afuera, shut down. They need to be. They need to be. By the way, you know what they're going around saying? They're saying that it's because of jet fuel prices, because of the Iranian war. Yeah. By the way, if that's the case, how come all the other airlines aren't bankrupt? How come it's just the airline that already filed bankruptcy twice in the last 5 years? This is the third time, by the way, guys. Yeah. Awful. Awfully run. Sean Duffy has something to say about Spirit. Here we go.
Spirit tried to merge with JetBlue. The Joe Biden, Pete Buttigieg administration and DOJ tanked that deal. Immediately after that, they filed for bankruptcy. They were having financial problems. Martha, they filed for bankruptcy again last year. They were bleeding money. And so this was in the works for some time. They were going to have to liquidate. And so, again, I'm proud of the American airlines that have stepped up to take care of the passengers of Spirit, making sure they can get...
You probably should not have stepped up and taken their clientele. Their clientele is awful.
They can get home. The employees of Spirit have special access to apply for jobs with other American airlines. So, again, I've stepped in, worked with the CEOs, and, again, this could have been chaotic. And under this administration, President Trump's leadership, there isn't chaos. There is actually a unified American approach to helping passengers and employees of Spirit navigate this crisis.
Yeah. So also Fox did a breakdown of the timeline. Fox did a breakdown of the timeline of the Spirit Airlines collapse. Here we go.
Let's take a look back at that merger with JetBlue that could have saved Spirit Airlines. You go back to the merger. The merger itself was $1 billion per year in consumer savings, 10,000 new direct jobs by 2026, and 1,000 daily flights to 145 plus destinations. Remember, Spirit, along with JetBlue, are the low-cost airlines, not the big ones like American, United, Southwest, and Delta. So you look back in the history. So in 2023, Biden administration sued to block that nearly $4 billion merger. 2024, the federal judge blocked it. The Biden administration brought that lawsuit. It caused Spirit not once, but twice to file for bankruptcy.
Wow. November of 2024 and August 2025. So 2 bankruptcies within 1 year. August of 2025. What are we at now? We're at April. We're at May of 2026. 3 bankruptcies in 2 years, in less than 2 years.
2024, in 2025. Then, of course, what we saw play out yesterday, 277 flights canceled, boom, drop, 17,000 jobs. 17,000 workers are out of a job today, could push fares up by $100.
Wow. Yeah, so there's that. Someone made a memorial video for Spirit Airlines. Look at that. Oh, yeah, toss some luggage. Good stuff. That's how you handle it. Yeah, there we go. Airport fights. We're gonna miss these, aren't we? Don't worry. We still have Frontier Airlines. The employees fighting right there. There's another airport fight right there. Spirit Airlines. There's a lady chugging her vodka because they wouldn't let her bring it on the plane. There's another fight there. Spirit Airlines. There's a guy chugging your luggage. You could have just set it nicely on a thing, on a slide. No, he wanted to toss it. He wanted maximum damage to your luggage. Anyway, so there's that. There's another one. Posted by Mike Lee, by the way, Senator Mike Lee of Utah, one of the greatest senators out there. It unfortunately is AI generated, so I cannot play it here on YouTube. We will watch it when we get over to Rumble, though. Okay, I'm gonna park it at the end there. But yeah, it's basically an AI video of Rubio having to take over Spirit Airlines, and yes, we got him checking people in. We got him as a stewardess. We got him as a pilot. We got him stopping airport fights. Yeah, it's a great little video there. We'll watch that when we get over to Rumble. Next story. This is from Financial Times. President Trump's admin is bringing nearly 165 U.S. onshore wind projects to a halt. Onshore or offshore? Onshore. Citing national security concerns. Good stuff. Yeah, Trump posted this a while ago. That is an eagle. He is dead because he got smacked by these windmills. That's what they do. They smack birds till they're gone. Yeah. Anyway, so 100. I don't know if this is new, but he posted this today. He posted this today. So, you know, I guess it's new. It's maybe perhaps in addition to the offshore ones. Yeah, the offshore ones, I believe, he shut down a while ago because they were killing whales. Yeah. Hey, how does it feel, liberals? How does it feel? How does it feel to get retaliated against for shutting down the oil industry, for banning oil contracts? How about that? How do you feel now? Huh? Becky's excited about this. This just means more oil revenues for you. Huh? Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyways, that's what you guys get. That's what you leftists get. Ruining our businesses just for the sake of political reasons. Because big oil tends to donate to the Republicans. And now where are your revenues coming from? Oh, it's coming from Iran. Oh, we're blowing that up too. I forgot about that. It'll come from Colombia. Oh, we're going to regime change him soon. What about your Venezuelan ballot harvesting money? How's that coming along? Oh, that's right. They're not allowed to do that anymore either. Yeah. Their oil gets sold only to us, and we don't actually even give them money. They get like credit, right? And they have to use that credit to buy American goods. They don't get cash anymore. You guys know that? That's like the agreement that we made with Venezuela. You'll get to sell oil, you know, but all of it goes to us, and all of that money has to be used to buy American goods, which means you don't need the actual cash transferred to you. Because we know what you do with it. You give it to China and buy fentanyl and ship it to America. Yeah. Next story. Zohran Mamdani, despite the fact that he is in his historic budget crisis, has allocated $500,000 for reparations. Yeah, I went and looked up the demographics in New York. There's about 2 million Black Americans living in New York City. And according to my calculations, that amounts to about 25 cents per person in reparations. Yeah. So we know why they did this. We know why he did this. Okay, that way during his re-election campaign, he can say, "Oh, I created a reparations fund. Yeah, I love the blacks. Yeah, they should vote for me."
The N-word.
Yeah. So that's what it's for. It's for talking points. But I mean, it's 25 cents a person. So. Here's your quarter, here's your quarter, here's your quarter. I mean, black folks, you should be very offended by this. He thinks that he can buy your vote with a 25-cent buyout. 25 cents. Look at that. Terrible. Next story. Fetterman's warning that Democrats are planning a communist takeover in Maine. Yeah, we've seen that happening in Maine. Maine's looking real bad, by the way. I want to trade Maine. I want to trade all of New England for Alberta. Yeah, but they won't do it though. They'd be trading productivity for more liabilities, right? Awful.
How big of a threat do you? How big of a threat do you think this communist movement is?
Well, I mean, there's that phrase where terrible or bad ideas refuse to die, and it's very sad to see that kind of things being.
Random Yank says that was big money back in the day, 25 cents. I didn't even think about that. I'm like, oh, that's true. If you don't adjust for inflation, 25 cents is adequate reparations for slavery, right?
Revisited in this kind of way, and a lot of these these terrible groups like Code Pink and a lot of the other ones that are strongly aligned to the CCP, without a doubt they're being financed. I mean, it's ironic. I mean, these kinds of protests are being funded by billionaires against billionaires. I mean, I don't know if they realize the irony in many of those things right now. And now there is kind of a small communist takeover in Maine. Plattner, he's already announced that he's an avowed communist. He's made that statement and he put that online. Now he's going to be the Democratic nominee. So there is a resurgence about the socialism, and that's becoming more and more part of it. And now there's more. It's like a marriage of the Palestinian, the anti-ICE, the abolish ICE, and now turning it in to like an orgy of socialism here. And that's sad because it's supposed to be about labor, like unions. I'm a proud pro-union Democrat, but the kinds of mess that you see are showing up in many of them. I mean, that is the worst impulses that our party continues. We just can't resist those things.
Give me a second. I am actually adding, because since we don't have much of a watch party other than the, we have a Trump press gaggle as well as the Marco Rubio Spirit Airlines AI thingy. I'm adding back in all of the China stuff that I dumped from the show because we don't have anything to watch today, and a lot of it is about economic collapse. It's freaking crazy. Like three of their biggest toy manufacturers in China just shut down this week. Yeah. They don't get business when we don't buy their stuff. Next story. North Carolina, the state board of elections ran more than 7 million voter records through a federal database and found roughly 34,000 dead people.
A voting calamity in North Carolina. The state board of elections entered more than 7 million voter records through a federal database. The result, about 34,000 dead people on the state voter rolls. The head of the State Board of Elections responding, quote, "While we expected to find some cases, this is much higher than we anticipated." And while there are dead people on voter rolls in North Carolina, over in Minnesota, Governor Tim Walz passed automatic voter registration.
We protected everyone's right to participate in our democracy by making your right to vote easier. We've established automatic voter registration.
Yeah, that way, if you're politically disengaged, someone can take your ballot and vote for you.
Voting is good. Voting is good. It's kind of the hallmark of democracy.
And in California,
He's only talking to the illegals, by the way.
Voters will now get to decide in November whether voter ID is required in its future elections. I wish Congress had a plan like this. Oh, wait, they do. It's called the Save America Act.
Yeah. Too bad Florida's the only state that's passed their own Save America Act. Next story. Trump's GOP holding generational gains with black voters in 2024. Is this a new? I don't know, but I saw a thing where he's talking about the polls. Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing right now in the numbers is
specifically black voters. Why did I saw there was another one that I saw. I think I dumped it because I already covered it. But there's another one talking about by ethnic demographic, which ones support voter ID, and they're all like above 70%.
I think what we're seeing right now in the numbers is President Trump and the Republican Party are chipping away at the long-term advantage that Democrats have had with black voters, with African Americans. You can see it right here. Look, Trump's approval among African Americans at this point in term one, he was at 12%. You know, he's been losing ground with a lot of people. He's gaining. He's gaining ground with African Americans. He's up to 16% at this point. And you say, this isn't that big of a shit.
Only 16% of you approve of what he's doing? You got to be kidding me. Ungrateful, huh? You know what? They're probably mad about their SNAP benefits is what it is. But how is it up? How's it up? Like, how much did you hate him in his first term? Now they're like, okay, well, at least he's keeping the Mexicans out.
But I will tell you, Republicans absolutely love this shift that's going on because Democrats have had such a long-term advantage. The fact that he's actually gaining ground versus where he was in term number one, this has major implications for elections down the line because Democrats, especially in a lot of these tight races, you talk about places like Georgia, right down in the South, you see this type of movement for Trump actually gaining ground. This could have major ramifications and help put Republicans over the top in a number of southern places in the midterm elections.
But do you see this as part of a bigger trend?
I see this as absolutely part of a bigger trend. Donald Trump's Republican Party.
I actually think the SNAP benefit reform, where they're going back and checking people's incomes to say, oh, you're working now. Why are you still getting $4,000 in SNAP? I think that is actually going to cause them to be politically invigorated against him in the Democrat side. I'm honestly surprised that it's higher now than it is then because he left their SNAP alone in his first term.
Is absolutely gaining ground, not just him gaining in terms of his approval rating, but look at the party.
I agree. They should probably have to take. They should be required to take drug tests for drug tests to get their SNAP benefits, because a lot of them are selling it. They get a $5,000 SNAP card. They sell it for 25 cents on the dollar, and they use the cash to buy whatever they want with it.
ID margin, Kate, because this to me was absolutely stunning. Look at this party ID margin among African Americans. At this point in Trump term number 1, Democrats had a 63-point advantage. That is absolutely fallen.
What about how about checking IDs when they use their SNAP benefits? If they use a SNAP card, the cash register should flash telling the employee to check their ID to make sure it matches the card. That way they can't sell their SNAP cards. You know what I mean?
Look at where it is now, a double-digit shift away. Democrats, of course, still have the advantage, but it's a 12-point shift to the Republican Party. And I look back through Gallup's records. They sent me their records. And this, in fact, lead that Democrats have is actually smaller than any lead from 2006 to 2021. So Democrats are leading. But again, we're talking about...
Isn't that crazy? Despite everything that's happened, despite the fact that Biden let in all these Mexicans to take all the jobs from the blacks, it is still 75% Democrat, the black community, as opposed to 25%. That's what plus 51 means. It means the Democrat poll side is 51% higher, 51 points higher.
Chipping away, Republicans are chipping away at this long-term advantage that Democrats have had among African Americans. We see it in terms of Trump's approval rating, and we even see it to a wider degree among the party ID margin, where all of a sudden there are a number of African Americans who are walking away from the Democratic Party, and a number of them who are walking into the Republican tent.
That is very interesting, looking at that past Gallup information.
Yeah.
What does this mean for the race for control in Congress?
Okay, so you see this right here. You see this 51-point advantage that Democrats have, significantly less than you see that 63-point advantage. And what we will note was back in 2024, right, Donald Trump put in a historically strong performance among African Americans. Democrats performed the worst in a generation. Have they gained any of that coalition back from where they fell down to in 2024? But take a look here. Okay. Choice for election among African Americans. Kamala Harris was leading amongst that group in the pre-election polling by 63 points. Are Democrats gaining back any of that ground? It's a 62-point advantage now. Republicans are holding on to the gains that they made among African Americans in 2024. Republicans are gaining among African Americans. They are chipping away at that long-term advantage. The Donald Trump-led Republican Party is making gains among African Americans that we simply put have not seen the Republican Party make in a generation.
Fascinating. Good to see you here. Thanks so much.
Nice to see you.
Well, we shall see, because they got a lot more cheaters now, right? Next story. The Supreme Court has signaled that it is going to strike down state laws allowing ballots after Election Day. This is Alito saying this.
We have lots of phrases that involve two words, the second of which is day. Labor Day, Memorial Day, George Washington's birthday, Independence Day, birthday, and Election Day. And they're all particular days. So if we start with that, if I have nothing more to look at than the phrase Election Day, I think this is the day in which everything is going to take place, or almost everything. And then we have 3 points in time, 1844, 1872, 1914. And we can ask, what would people have thought on those days is meant by this phrase Election Day? Which of those should we choose? Which of those dates should we choose?
Well, I think you could choose any of the three. I mean, honestly, I think the single best one, if you're just going to choose one, is 1872. And the reason I say that is because 1914 is the latest in time, but that's the one that Congress gave the least thought to.
All right, next story. So I'm just organizing the post-show watch party. Next story. Trump was asked about, we're going to watch this whole press gaggle when we get over to Rumble. Trump was asked about Iran's proposal.
No, I haven't. I'm looking at it up here. Yeah, I'll let you know about it later. But
last night you said we might be better off not making a deal with Iran.
Well, I wouldn't have to. I didn't say that. I said that if we left right now, it would take them 20 years to rebuild. But we're not leaving right now. We're going to do it so nobody has to go back in 2 years or 5 years. They told me about the concept of the deal. They're going to give me the exact wording now.
Yeah, that's not likely going to happen, by the way. Even Trump believes it. He tweeted this out soon after that. He wrote, I will soon be reviewing the plan that Iran has just sent us, but I cannot imagine that it would be acceptable in that they have not yet paid a big enough price for what they have done to humanity and the world over the last 47 years. So they probably are going to be going after them again. I say finish the job and then let's move on to elsewhere like Nigeria, Colombia, Cuba, things like that. How about Greenland? Are we ever going to take Greenland? Iran has found a way to sneak oil out of the country. They're using pickup trucks. Very inefficient pickup trucks. One by one. Selling oil barrel by barrel via pickup trucks. So these are lines and lines of pickup trucks from Pakistan here to buy oil. Yeah. Next story. Oh yeah, look at this. Somalis are stealing ships again, guys. A oil tanker was hijacked off the coast of Yemen and taken to Somalia. So, without all the fraud that they're doing out in Minnesota, now that that's been shut off, they're now gonna have to go back to being pirates again. Next story. UK's maritime trade operation says that a bulk carrier, one of those container ships, was under attack near the Hormuz Strait. And it's about 11 nautical miles west of Syria. That's right around where the Hormuz Strait is. So that ship. That's probably just a picture of a default ship, to be honest. That's probably not the exact ship. Next story. Zelensky is meeting up with his buddies in Europe with Norway, Finland, UK, and Czech Republic. Look at that. Please welcome the newest member of the EU. Now that Viktor Orban's gone, they will certainly let this guy into the EU, since Hungary was the only one blocking them from joining. So he's a big boy now. He doesn't need us anymore, does he? Good stuff. Yeah, leave us alone. We got our own problems to deal with. No. Next story. Amsterdam prohibits ads for fossil fuel products and meat. Meanwhile, prostitution and weed ads are legal. Probably not ads. Prostitution and weed are legal. And the mayor champions the legalization of cocaine. The kids in Amsterdam are happy, right? They get to rock out with their cocaine pipes out and have a good time over in Amsterdam. Look at that. It's one of the first cities out there to legalize pot. They have like pot cafes and whatnot. And the first is about to become the latest city to ban adverts on fossil fuel. Yeah, you guys earned it.
From May, Amsterdam in the Netherlands becomes the world's first capital city to take adverts for flights, petrol cars and gas heating off its streets. There's already a ban in place in The Hague, and Amsterdam... The Hague is about to go much further.
All of the billboards, tram stops.
Look how excited she is. Look how happy this liberal is.
Bus stops, posters for fossil fuel related products and services.
She's so giddy.
Have been banished. And then in Amsterdam...
Do you have any idea what's coming your way when oil gets banned in your country? Yeah, do you not see the blackouts that are going on in France? The lack of heating. You're in a cold climate area. You're telling me you don't want oil at all. Okay.
They're doing the same, but they're taking it even further. So their adverts in those same spaces for all meat products are being banned. So no more big fat juicy burgers, chicken nuggets, or fancy new petrol cars. All of that has gone from the public spaces, but shops will still be able to advertise what they want, and there are various other caveats and workarounds in grey areas. So it doesn't mean you won't be seeing a burger when you walk down the street anymore in the Netherlands, but it does mean they will be much less visible from now on.
Wow, that's your biggest concern, is advertisements for meat and oil products? You're literally about to get invaded. You're being invaded right now by Libyans. Holy shit. Cocaine soon legal in Amsterdam. The Amsterdam mayor calls for regulation of cocaine as crime thrives. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? The good thing about having legalized cocaine, you won't be getting cocaine mixed up with fentanyl. At least not in the commercial market, right? Next story. 2 U.S. service members are missing in Morocco after a multinational military exercise. It's called Operation African Lions. It's a special military practice. They're just practicing, but they're missing. U.S., Moroccan, and other assets from the African Lion immediately initiated coordinated search and rescue operations, including ground and air maritime assets. The incident remains under investigation. Our focus on the service members involved and their families. Additional information will be provided. This is not developed yet, but I did hear about this last night. But yeah. I mean, I guess it's kind of good. We're doing a little practice out there, but holy crap, man. We're supposed to be getting the Nigerian Islamists, and here we are. We're missing our soldiers now. Anyways. U.S. Africa Command, AFRICOM. Let's see. The games, which began in April, span 4 countries, including Tunisia, Ghana, and Senegal. Yeah, so they're doing war games. Sorry? The U.S. has issued another arrest warrant for another Mexican governor. Yeah, his name is Rocha Moya, this guy right here. U.S. Department of Justice has initiated the process to confiscate all the assets of this guy right there and 9 other Mexican officials charged with drug trafficking. Womp womp. Look at that. Don't you wish you didn't repress your citizens so much to where they all left the country and that you would have an army to protect your little drug empire? Yeah? Instead, you went to go take all the jobs in America to send money to your country to prop it up, huh? Yeah. I'll have to get the hell out of this guy. Next story. This is a Black American visiting China. She's in a shop. Notice that person behind her. That person was assigned to follow her everywhere to make sure she doesn't steal. Because again, the Chinese people collect data on what goes on in America. And they know that she's an American because blacks from Africa are not that chunky. Okay? And she's literally following her everywhere she goes to make sure she doesn't steal. Even they know. Yeah, even they know about the N-word. That is hilarious. They make it so obvious too. Next story. Soon they won't need the people to police. This is a robot in China at some sort of cultural concert. Look at it. Look at it go. Look at it go. Oh. It's supposed to be singing and dancing. What's going on? Oh, someone stop it. Someone stop it. That's great. It's supposed to be some cultural festival here. And it's just like, oh, breakdancing. Next story. Oh, there's a flash flood in South Florida forcing adjustments to Formula One.
Some bets being placed on another race later on today because we've got the F1 racers getting a jump start. The Miami Grand Prix now starting a full 3 hours earlier than originally scheduled today in response to some of the storms bubbling up in
the Miami Grand Prix. So it's not F1 then? Those aren't F1 cars.
Response to some of the storms bubbling up in South Florida. All the action now.
That's the GT3 series division.
Begin at 1 p.m. Eastern in just a couple of hours here. F1 management calling it the best course of action as those storms likely hitting the gas a little bit later on this afternoon. And we can talk about that as we give you an idea of what's going to be happening. A cold front.
Anyways, you guys get the idea. Cold front. Next story. Oh, yesterday was a Kentucky Derby. A horse, that's the owner of the horse, that's the trainer of the horse, by the way, on the bottom right there. Let me redo that. The Kentucky Derby was yesterday. Let me redo that. Damn it. I'm all over the place today. Yesterday was a Kentucky Derby. The lady on the bottom in red is the first female trainer of this horse here called, what's it called? Golden Tower or some shit like that? Yeah, she's the first female trainer of the horse to win a Kentucky Derby. She's celebrating. Look at that. Look at the horses go. Look at the horses go. Look at that. She won. The first female trainer ever to win. The horse that won was called the What is it called? Golden Tempo. It's the name of the horse that won. The horse that it beat, by the way, was Renegade. And people are running with that, like the conspiracy theorists saying, you know, Donald Trump, gold, you know. And then Renegade was Obama's code name for the Secret Service. Yeah. Next story. Secretary Rubio's got a new job. Here he is DJing at a wedding over the weekend. Yeah. He literally is. He's not just listening to music. Yeah. I believe this is filmed by Jan Scavino, but I'm not 100% on that. Yeah, that is actually Marco Rubio there. That's hilarious. Well, he's got way too many jobs, huh? Look at Rubio. God, he's gonna be a fun president, I tell you. Next story. Oh, look at this. So these. Oh, come on, dude! What a stupid. I hate this. I hate when people do that. They ruin the video with this shit. Anyways, let me redo that. These two kids here arrived on this moped right there. One of them's climbing up the tree. The reason why he's climbing up the tree is because there are mangoes up there. Yes, city trees growing mangoes. I believe this is probably Thailand. I'm not sure. But he's up there. He's picking up some mangoes. I don't know if this is considered stealing or not. Maybe it belongs to the property in front of it. I don't know. But they are up there. And this guy seems to be keeping an eye on people to make sure, you know, they don't get in trouble. So I'm guessing that they're doing something illegal. They're stealing mangoes. So he gets off the bike. He goes over to catch the mango. There we go. Caught the mango. All right, good. Stole a mango. Good. Okay. By the way, what you think is going to happen is not what's going to happen. He's not going to fall out of there, okay? He's a very strong boy. He's got a good grip on that branch. Unfortunately, the tree does not have a good grip on the floor. Uh-oh. You better run. You better leave your friend behind. Yeah. They're just gonna run. Yeah. Next story. Oh, this is hilarious. Here's the guy buying ice cream. Look at that. Look at the showmanship. There's a huge bit of ice cream right there. Look at that. Oh. He picked up the whole ice cream. He's making ice cream. Boom. There you go. Oh, ice cream. Oh, catch it. Catch it. Get it. Catch it. No. Oh, you got an empty cone there. Oh, the funny part about all this is that he looks like the bear on his t-shirt. Oh. Like, hey, give me my ice cream, man. Look at that. He looks just like the bear on his t-shirt. Oh, poor guy. He just wants some ice cream. He's like, oh, I'm leaving. Fine. Okay, there you go. That's hilarious. Poor guy. Okay, I don't know what it is. Next story? Oh, this is the Rubio one that we can't play on YouTube because YouTube doesn't like AI videos. So, guys, hit the like button, share this out, please. Leave lots of comments if you're watching this on replay. Also, remember, I got two other channels, Frank's Show Clips and Frank's Funny Shorts. Link to both of those in the description. Please give those a follow and ring the bell for notifications. Support those channels, please. They help the channel grow a little bit. Over on by the way, Cash App, buy me a coffee, subscribe to our Patreon, are ways you can support the channel. You can also become a member there, like Becky, like Lisa, like Random Yank. That's $3 a month, or you can do that over on Rumble, and you get access to our Rumble Premium Hangouts. So we'll see you guys over on the on Rumble side. We've got a Trump press gag to watch. We've got that Marco Rubio AI video to watch. It's hilarious. And then we've got like a slew of China videos. And then we'll conclude with the F-47 documentary. It's a short little documentary about the F-47. So see you guys over there. Goodbye, YouTube. Have a great day. If you don't make it over, I will be back tomorrow. Goodbye, YouTube. Click.